Hi, everybody. Welcome aboard. I forgot to put the display up like I wanted to. Well, I'll just have to fix that, won't you, Ms Tracey? The big old hole where I left other books. That's what I wanted to do. Forgot to do that. But I'm glad you're here with me. Yeah. Okay, Dad, you're going to move over so the kids can see the books. Okay. Glad you're here with me, everybody. Welcome aboard to Read to Me, Ms Tracey. That looks kind of low, too. Where's my doohickey? Be right back. Do. Sitting kind of low, the camera is. There we go. Ha ha! Now we're cooking with fire. And we need to turn you on. Ah, let there be light. Need a little more light, though. All right, cool beans. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, now we got things moving and grooving. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Yes, it's still morning. Well, depends on where you live. If you live on the East Coast, it's afternoon. So hi. Just going to say a general hi. All right, let's go on over to the Facebook page and go live over there as well. Hopefully everybody is getting tuned in. Maybe getting their hot chocolate. All ready for story time to read some good stories today. Because I have a bunch of them, by the way. I have quite a few. But I know we may or may not be able to get through all of them. But if we don't, there's always Sunday. And there's always the next Wednesday. If the creek don't rise and the Lord stays the same. I stole that from my pastor. Anywho, how's everybody doing? Good, I hope. Ms Tracey's doing pretty good. It snowed 2 days in a row, and I've had to get out there and shovel the snow. Boo! You guys probably like playing in the snow. I like playing in the snow. I just don't like shoveling it. Yeah. Anywho, thank you for joining us on the I See Me Bookstore Read to Me, Ms Tracey segment of story time. Just a little heads up. I do have my very own YouTube channel, and it's Read to Me, Ms Tracey at youtube.com. And I would love it if you guys would share that YouTube channel with friends and family, and so they can like and share and subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? And share it with their friends and family. Yes, just like my new friend Denim did. I'm so happy that he was able to join us. Love that. And if you are watching with us live, please, in the comment section, post your name, especially if you got a little person with you. Post your name so I can say hi to them. They love it when we do that. Love it. Because I love it when people shout out my name, Ms Tracey. All right, here we go. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Well, hello. Yes, you guys, I'm out here trying to stay warm. I think the music is a little too loud. I can never really tell where the volume is on my set there. But anyway, as I just said, we are also simultaneously broadcasting this on Read to Me, Ms Tracey on the YouTube channel. And when you go there, you also get other books that, sometimes I have read on the I See Me Facebook page, but a lot of them I have not. So that's okay. But, you can go there, like, share, subscribe, and thank you very much. A lot of the books that I have read, I've purchased and gotten from the I See Me bookstore. I love to shop local. I love to shop at African-American owned stores and things like that, supporting, underserved communities and things like that. So nevertheless, not so much the big blockbuster, yeah. So I shop local and I shop small, but I see me is getting kind of hefty, you know what I'm saying, and getting some big britches on them. Getting a lot of recognition, and yay, yay, yay. Thank you for answering my prayers, Divine Spirit, for that. Speaking of which, Yelp and the I See Me bookstore on February 20th, they're doing a special feature on Ms. Tracey. Well, not really a feature on Ms. Tracey, but we're doing a special Yelp presentation. I don't know that much about it, but maybe if you have the Yelp app, you can go there and find out more about it. I do know it's February 20th because it's on my calendar, and we've got the books chosen. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to read. You just have to go and log on. So there. Okay, let's get started with some books, Ms. Tracey. All right, here we go. This one is the Witty Kids series. This is Austin's Reading Adventures, and it's written by Rebecca T. Clark, and it's illustrated by Chris House. Austin's Reading Adventures is the second book in the Witty Kids, When Imagination Talks to You series. This book introduces the character Austin as he shares his reading journey and encourages his friends to read with him, just like Ms. Tracey does. Witty Kids is a unique book series designed to encourage imagination and creativity. Now, in this book, children will learn new ways to explore reading, be introduced to a variety of reading spaces, stimulate imagination. The imagination station's right up here. And creative thinking, receive encouragement to dream. And here's a website, you guys. The website is www.wittykidsclub.com. Witty Kids can be read to all ages, but it is recommended for ages 6 and up. There you go. There's the website if you need it. Hold it still so you can take a screenshot of it if you need to. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Okay. Got the ISBN number and everything. Alrighty. And again, I got this from the I See Me bookstore. This is still a little too loud. How's that, y'all? Okay. And here's the author's dedication. Hi, my name is Austin, and I'm a witty kid. I am cool. I am creative. I am a straight A student. Hey. I'm a straight A student in school. I like to play sports, play with my favorite toys, and use my imagination. When my imagination talks to me, I get creative. I like to draw, paint, and dream. Sometimes I pretend to be an athlete or an engineer or a police officer and so much more. One more thing about me, I love to explore. When I explore, I go on adventures to find things I've never seen before or to learn something new. See, these are what we call thought bubbles, and they're coming from Austin's head, right? And that's saying that he's thinking about something. So he's thinking about drawing or painting and dinosaurs and sports. My friend Jersey tells me that I have a big imagination. She is also a witty kid. Some days I explore outside in my backyard or on the school playground. I have so much fun when I explore my imagination everywhere I go. One day, I explored my imagination outside and went on a scavenger hunt to collect all the rocks in the grass. Does that sound fun? What should I explore today? Oh, there's all the rocks. Cute pictures. Every morning when I wake up, I wonder what my next adventure will be. One day, I had the idea to go on a reading adventure. Can you imagine going on a reading adventure? My goal is to explore something new every place that I read, and I want my friends to explore with me. So, come on and read with me. This kind of like Ms Tracey. We do stuff all the time. We go to different places, and I always have you guys read with me. I love this book already. I read my book on the bus. On this journey, I read my book sitting next to the window, and I explore transportation. Exploring transportation, I imagined that I would ride in a monster truck. If I went on an adventure to explore transportation, I imagined that I would fly high in the sky like an airplane or a helicopter. Hey, Miss Jess. Hi, Ollie. How you doing? I'm glad to have you guys reading with me. Awesome cause. Ooh, yeah, a monster truck. Mom. Reading my book on the bus, I discovered that I like transportation. Can you say that with me? Transportation. That's buses and bicycles, motorcycles, cars, pickup trucks. Did I say buses already? Buses, monster trucks, basically anything on four wheels. Transportation. Or I guess two wheels too, because bikes are two wheels. Yeah, I'm just saying. School bus is transportation. Helicopters, anything that transports people or things on wheels is considered transportation. I like that you guys can say that. See, monster trucks, helicopters, blah, 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 blah. Airplanes. I read my book at the barbershop. On this journey, I read my book while waiting to get my hair cut, and I explored music. Yes, just like my friend Carlton cut his friend Denham's hair the other day. Yeah, kind of cool. Seeing him get his hair cut, he looked really handsome after he got his hair cut. Good deal, Denham. Exploring music, I imagine I would wear headphones to listen to the rhythm. Listen to the rhythm, listen to the rhythm, I imagine that I would do silly dances or sing really loud to make a lot of noise. Hey there! Does RB School have smartphones? Oh, I love that. Thank you, Miss Connie, and thank you, Miss Madeline Ann, for answering her question. What's RB School? Oh, wait, RB's school. So maybe, what's his school so I can say hello to them at their school? That would be awesome sauce. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh, if I went on an adventure to explore music, I imagine that I would bang on the drums and play different instruments. I don't want to play. I want to bang on the drums all day. Woo, 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 woo. I don't want to play. I want to bang on the drums all day. Anyway, reading my book at the barbershop, I discovered that I like music. Woohoo! There's the headphones. There's the drum, right? And this is a music note. That's how musicians learn to play music. Or they don't learn to play music, but that's how they read music. If you've ever seen a sheet of music, it's full of symbols just like this, all over. I read my book on the playground. On this journey, I read my book on the swing and I explore nature. Exploring nature, I can imagine that I would climb trees or dig holes in the dirt. If I went on an adventure to explore nature, I imagine that I would see worms wiggle through the soil. I imagine that I would run, jump, and hop in the puddles of water. Reading my book on the playground, I discovered that I like nature. I like nature too. Except for when I have to shovel it up. I read my book at my friend's house. On this journey, well, he reads books almost everywhere he goes. You can too. On this journey, I read my book on the bunk bed and I explored friendships. Exploring friendships, I imagine that I would share my ideas with my best friend. If I went on an adventure to explore friendships, I imagine that I would be a good friend and laugh at silly jokes, like knock-knock jokes. Knock, knock. You say, who's there? Yeah. Orange. And then you say, orange who? And then you say, orange who? Okay. And I say, Orange, you glad that this joke is over so we can finish reading the book? Ha 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 ha. God, what do you know from funny? Okay. If I went on an adventure to explore friendships, I just read that part. Sorry. Reading my book at my friend's house, I discovered that I like friendships. Yes, I like friendships too. Yeah. Like me and Ollie and Miss Jess and Eli and Corey, we're friends. And my friend Canal and Miss Keisha and the Love family and man, so many of my friends out there. Jeffrey and Pamela Blair at the bookstore and their family, they're my friends too. I read my book on the beach. On this journey, hey, this is Eli and Ollie's turn. On the UP. That's right, when they go to the beach. I'm so jelly. I read my book on the beach. On this journey, I read my book laying in the sand and I explore the ocean. Exploring the ocean, I imagined that I would go on a deep sea dive and swim with jellyfish and seahorses. If I went on an adventure to explore the ocean, I imagined that I would watch the waves rock back and forth, back and forth. I imagined that I would fill my bucket with sand and seashells. I like that. Reading my book at the beach, I discovered that I like the ocean. There's some shells. There's a bucket of sand. There's a snorkel gear and his rubber dinosaur that he floats on in the ocean. And yes, there is his book. I read my book at the park. On this journey, I read my book sitting on a bench and I explored sports. Exploring sports, I imagined that I would run fast down the field or help my team score the most points to win the game. If I went on an adventure to explore sports, I imagined that I would practice really hard to do my best. Reading my book at the park, I discovered that I like sports. I read my book at the library. On this journey, I read my book in the reading corner. And I explored art. Exploring art, I imagined that I would use my paintbrush to mix colors together. If I went on an adventure to explore art, I imagined that I would draw pictures to create a comic book. Yes. Reading my book at the library. Oh, I love the library. I discovered that I like art. Yeah, see, there's a comic book, the paintbrush, and they call this well, it's not the easel. What do they call that? I can't think of the name of what they call it. Does anybody know what they call this thing when they put the paint on there? I should know. Bobbit. Oh, yeah. Okay. Never heard of that, but I would love, and you know, you guys, I do make school appearances. Or even if you just want to do it by Zoom, I do. This is what you do. Where'd you go? Contact me. Bam. Right there. Read to me, Ms Tracey at YouTube or Gmail. Read to me, Ms Tracey at Gmail. Anyway. Yeah, I love art. Love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I read my book on the front porch. On this journey, I read my book sitting on the steps and I explored science. Exploring science, I imagined that I would mix things together to create a mess. If I went on an adventure to explore science, I imagined that I would make different experiments to create the latest invention. I imagined that I would fly into space on a spaceship. Blast off to see all the planets. Reading my book on the front porch, I discovered I like science. I like science too. Do you like science? Good deal. I read my book at bedtime. On this journey, I read my book in the bed and I explored pirates. Arr, blow me down. Shiver me timbers. Make 'em walk the plank. Exploring pirates, I imagined that I would find hidden treasures. I imagined I would say, arr. Pause there for a second. Did you know that your library, if they have mango languages, you can learn to speak pirate for free? Or if you want to learn to speak Mandarin or Swahili or Tagalog or German or Polish or, I don't know, Czechoslovakian or, yeah, Brazil, Portuguese, you can do it at your library for free. Yes, all you need is a laptop and the mango languages. It's just as good as like a Rosetta Stone, but you can do it for free 99. You're welcome. Okay, so if I went on an adventure to explore pirates, I imagined that I would wear a patch on one eye and a parrot, arr, 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 on my shoulder. Polly want a cracker? Polly want a cracker? I imagined that I would sail across the sea to explore different islands. Reading my book at bedtime, I discovered that I like pirates. Yep, there's the hidden treasure, there's the parrot, and there is the pirate ship. Someone just came to the front door. Oh, maybe the mail lady. Now that my reading journey is ending, your adventures are just beginning. I learned that reading can take you on many adventures. I learned that you can read everywhere you go. Well, that's true. I discovered that reading in different places helps to inspire the imagination. That's right. I like that. And I want you to do the same. My advice is take your book with you everywhere you go. Explore the many possibilities to learn and use your imagination. Aw, Justin's reading map. All the places he went. He went to the park. He went to the playground. He went to the beach. Where else? We went to the beach. Oh, the barber shop, the playground, his friend's house. Yeah, pretty cool. His front steps on his porch. Let's use our clever personalities to create inspiration. Where do you like to read, Eli and Ollie and Miss Jess? Miss Connie, where do you like to read? What about you, Miss Madeline Ann? Where do you guys like to read? Look, here's some imagination places. The corner, the bus, the bathroom, backyard, grandma's house, the doctor's office, the kitchen, the garden, the park, the airplane, fireplace, barbershop, airport, the couch, a hammock. Ooh, a hammock would be cool. Classroom, front porch, beach. Did we say dentist office? The library, the car. Now, some of those places, now I wouldn't mind reading in the car as long as the car was standing still. Ms Tracey gets motion sickness when I read in the car. I cannot read in the car when it's moving. Nope, not at all. So that is a book. It is called Witty Kids series. And this one's Austin's Reading Adventures by Rebecca T. Clark. And the illustrations or the artwork is by Chris House. Now, guess what? This author is a local author in St. Louis, but you can go to the ICV bookstore and you can get it there. And I want to tell you something. Just because you are little people, that doesn't mean you can't be an author yourself. That's right. If you can hold a pencil and you can have people help you spell the words, and you can make your own book. You can draw the pictures how you want, and you can even use the pictures just to tell a story. Yeah, you can be an author and illustrator of your own, very own book. True story. I'm just telling you what I know. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? So, there's that. All right, I am going to read this book on Sunday, so be sure to stay tuned for that. This was given to me by the author, and I'm super excited. I cannot wait. Miss Tiffany Rogers Daniel, we are going to read your book for you on this Sunday coming up, okay? All right, cool beans. Nara, here we go. Jess said something. Let's see what Jess said. Okay. Miss Jess, you better find out. Palette board, that's what it was called. That's funny. Oh, thank you, Miss Sheldon. Is it Miss Sheldon or Mr. Sheldon? I'm not sure. Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you very much. Corners of but the beach is best. Yes, it is. Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you, Jess, for helping this poor old lady out. Okay, this book is from the New York Times bestselling creators of Iggy Peck, architect, and Rosie Revere, engineer. The book is called Ada Twist, Scientist by Andrea Beaty and illustrated by David Roberts. Shoot, that's funny. This just cracks me up. All righty, let's see. Come on, thingy. I was trying to do something. Let me check over onto the Facebook page. Oh, how there. Hello, Dr. Quelly. Is it Quelly? Quelly, right? That means something. That it's not Thursday or Wednesday. Dr. Amira, thank you so much for tuning in with you. I'm glad to have you aboard. Thank you so very much. And I hope I didn't massacre your name. I did not mean to do that on purpose. So, recognition for Rosie Revere, engineer. Story time from space, official selection This celebration of creativity and perseverance is told through rhyming text, which gives momentum and steady pacing to a story consistent with the celebration of its heroine, Rosie. She's an imaginative thinker who hides her light under a bushel. Well, really under the bed. But after being laughed at for one of her inventions. That was one of the reviews. I love it. Okay, here we go. You ready? I love her little Afro puffs. And this must be her big brother. Reminds me of my little cousins, Dominic and Crystal, when they were little. Ada Marie! Ada Marie! Said not a word till the day she turned 3. She bounced in her crib and looked all around, observing the world, but not making a sound. She learned how to climb and made her big break with a trail of chaos left in her wake. She ran through the day, chasing each sound in sight, and didn't slow down until she conked out at night. Wow! Look, she climbed out of her crib. Oh man, she knocked over the vase. Funny how that didn't get knocked over. But everything else is all on the floor. She tossed her toys all around. And finally, she climbed up here at the top and fell asleep. Boy, Ada Marie's a little bit of an explorer as a baby, isn't she? Her parents were frazzled, but tried not to freak as Ada grew bigger and still did not speak. Clearly, young Ada, with lots in her head, would have something to say when it ought to be said. That's just what happened when Ada turned 3. She tore through the house on a fact-finding spree and climbed up the clock just as high as she could. Her parents yelled, "Stop!" as all good parents would. Ada's chin quivered, but she did not cry. She took a deep breath and she simply asked, "Why?" And there's her brother pointing to where Ada is. Definitely reminds me of my little cousins when they were this age. Why does it tick and why does it talk? Why don't we call it a granddaughter clock? Why are there pointy things stuck to a rose? Why are there hairs inside of your nose? She started with why, and then what, and then how, and then when. By bedtime, she came back to why. Once again, she drifted to sleep as her dazed parents smiled at the curious thoughts of their curious child. Who wanted to know what the world was about, they kissed her and whispered, "You'll figure it out." Why? What? How? When? Why? Her parents kept up with their high-flying kid, whose questions and chaos both grew as she did. Even Miss Greer found her hands were quite full when young Ada's chaos wreaked havoc at school. But this much was clear about Miss Ada Twist. She had all the traits of a great scientist. Oh boy, she put colored water inside soda bottles and probably put, Alka-Seltzer tablets, seltzer tablets inside the bottles and made them explode. Oh, brother. Poor Miss Greer. I do like her outfit, though. It's very cute. Ada was busy that first day of spring, testing the sounds that make mockingbirds sing, when a horrible stench whacked her right in the nose. P.U. A pungent aroma that curled up her toes. Zowie, said Ada, which got her to thinking, what was the source of that terrible stinking? How does a nose know there's something to smell? And does it still stink if there's no more nose to tell? She rattled off questions and tapped on her chin. I wonder. She'd start at the start where she ought to begin. A mystery, a riddle, a puzzle, a quest. This was the moment that Ada loved best. Come on, Paige, turn for me. We're excited to see what happens next. Come on, Paige. Ada did research to learn all she could of smelling and smells, both stinky and good. One hypothesis, Ada thought, could be true. The terrible stink came from Dad's cabbage stew. She tested and tested, but soon Ada knew it was time to come up with hypothesis 2. Then, zowie! The stink struck again, just like that. Hypothesis 2, it's caused by the cat. The cat couldn't make such a stink on its own. It needed perfume and some fancy cologne. So Ada tested. The test was a flop. She started again, but her parents yelled, "Stop!" Good thing that cat would not fare well in the dryer. The cat's like, whoa, keep me away from her. Ada Marie! Ada Marie! To the thinking chair now. By the time we count 3. Enough, said her mother. That's it, said her dad. Her parents were frustrated, frazzled, and mad. Why? Ada questioned. Her mother said no. What? Ada queried. Her father said go. You've ruined our supper. You've made the cat stink. Enough with your questions. Now sit there and think. She looked at her parents. Her heart turned to goo. Poor Ada Twist didn't know what to do. Oh boy. There she is in the big old thinking chair, little bitty Ada Twist. She sat all alone by herself in the hall, and Ada once more could say nothing at all. And so Ada sat, and she sat, and she sat, and she thought about science and stew and the cat, and how her experiments made such a big mess. Does it have to be so? Is that a part of success? Are messes a problem? While she was thinking, what was the source of that terrible stinking? Ada Marie did what scientists do. She asked a small question and then she asked 2. And each of those led her to 3 questions more, and some of those questions resulted in 4. As Ada got to thinking, she really dug in. She scribbled her questions and tapped on her chin. She started at why and then what? And then what, how, and then when, at the end of the hall, she reached Y once again. Her parents calmed down and they came back to talk. They looked at the hallway and just began to gawk. A little patch of bare paint could be seen on the wall. The thinking chair was now the great thinking wall. Well, they watched their young daughter and sighed as they did. What would they do with this curious kid who wanted to know what the world was about? They smiled and whispered, "We'll figure it out." And that's what they did. Because that's what you do when your kid has a passion and a heart that is true. They remade their world, now all in the act. Now they're all in on the act of helping young Ada sort fiction from fact. She asked lots of questions. How could she resist? It's all in the heart of a young scientist. There's her parents reading these books. And look, man, she's made an even bigger wall for her to draw on and some graphic paper. As If by Professor Beaty, If by S. Van Meter, and The Art of Science, Dr. Roberts. How's it going, Kat? Radioactive Substances by Marie Curie. In the Shadow of Man by J.G. Do We Need the Moon by Dr. M.A.P. There's another book, Lovelace. And as for that smell, what can Ada Twist do but learn all she can with her friends in grade 2? Will they discover the stink that curls toes? Well, that is the question. And someday, who knows? What's she got on her nose? She's made an invention that smells stuff. That's pretty cute. I like this book. The End. And that is Ada Twist Scientist by Andrea Beaty and illustrated by David Roberts, of which I got it from the I See Me bookstore. Boom. Hi, Miss Nicole. I wish it could be interpreted while she's reading. Oh, I just said that, Miss Nicole. I just said that. I want to take a class to do sign language, and then I'll have to figure out how to turn the pages and have my hands free for the deaf kiddos. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I would love that. Maybe we can figure out, if you want, please contact me at Ms Tracey at Gmail. And if you guys have someone, I'd be very, very happy to do that. Maybe while I'm learning sign language, have an interpreter, sign in some kind of way. We can work it out with the I See Me bookstore, and you guys can sign in and have someone sign it. Oh, I would love that, Miss Nicole. I would absolutely love that. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please reach out and email me, and I'll give you my phone number when you reach out, okay? Read to me, Ms Tracey at gmail.com. Oh, please, I look forward to connecting me, okay? Thank you. Okay. Yes, I think this is thank you. I think so, right? Is that right, Miss Nicole? Thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay, I've got time for one more story, you guys. And this is from the I See Me bookstore as well. It's the Afro-Bets ABC book. And it's little brown children, Langston, Nandi, Glow, Steph, Tura, and Robo. The Afro-Bets ABC book uniquely presents letters A through Z for young children to discover with the fun-filled, captivating Afro-Bets kids. The irresistible, colorful characters form letters of the alphabet in a whimsical, motivating illustrations. Each creatively shaped letter is reinforced by words and pictures. The Afro-Bets ABC book stimulates early learning experiences through positive, meaningful images, especially appealing to Black youngsters but delightful for all children. Early learners will love to learn with the help of their lovable new friends, the Afro-Bets kids. Awesome. Okay. There we go. We've got A, letter A. A, you see A in apple, Africa, and alligator. Then over here, we have baseball, balloons, and baby. B. Yeah. Then we have car, camel, and cornrows for the letter C. That's the sound it makes. And then doll, dancers, and dog. Woof, woof. Yes, that's right, the letter D. Thank you, Miss Nicole. And E, or E is for egg, elephant, and Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. Dun, 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 dun. Elephant. Yes. And football, feather, fish for the letter F. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Or j, gate. Giraffe. Guitar for the letter G. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Hot dog. House. Hippo for the letter H. Zoop, zoop, zoop. H. Ha, ha, H. Ivory. Ice cream. Iron. I. Jet. Jump rope. Jaguars. Southern University. Woohoo! Alumni. Jaguars. SU. Dun, 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 dun. SSSSSSU. That's the mascot from my college alma mater, Baton Rouge. Oh, zoop, zoop, zoop. K is for kitten, and for keys, and for kente cloth. For lips, lips, these right here. L, zoop, 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 zoop. Ladybug and lion. And mask. Yeah, there's a mask. The one that you wear when you go out. You had to keep from getting those germs. A mask. Well, this is a different type of mask, but still a mask. A monkey. And a magician. All for the letter M. Zee, zee, zoop. Letter N. For nose, for Nefertiti, and for the number 9. N. O, for orange, for onion, for octopus. Peanuts, pencil, panda. There you go. For the letter P. Peanuts are okay, but I prefer cashews and pecans. Hey, there's another word. Popcorn and pecans. Start with the P. Queen, like Ms. Tracey, queen of book reading. Queen starts with the letter Q. Q is a Z with a little bitty little line right there. Question mark and quilt. R. It's for rose. Rhinoceros and rainbows. Letter R. Stop! Stop. Sun and sphinx. Like in Egypt. That's the letter S. Television, tulip, and turtle. Start with the letter T. Zoop, yeah. That's the letter T. An umbrella is a U right here. Valentine, zink, zink. Unicycle for the U. And Valentine and volcano with the letter V. Window is for the W, and wagon is for the W. Zoop, 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 zoop. And xylophone is an instrument, and X-ray is what you get at the doctor sometimes. If they think you may have broken a bone, or maybe you swallowed something and need to find out where to go in and get it. Just don't swallow anything but food, okay? Thank you. And water. Yam is with a Y. Also yarn. Y, zink, zink, zink. And a zipper on your pants or your jacket. Zebra. Also for this letter Z. Zoop, zoop, zoop. There you have it. That's the Afro-Bets ABC book. And this book, they also have Afro-Bets Book of Colors, Afro-Bets Book of Shapes, and Afro-Bets Kids I'm Going to Be. Yeah, so it's a whole series of books that they have. And I got it at the I See Me bookstore, and you can too. All right, guys, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in with us. And thank you for subscribing to the Read to Me, Ms Tracey at YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And please, Miss Nicole, don't forget. And anyone else, if you want me to come and speak at your school or read stories to your school, I'll be happy to do that. I started out doing this from the library as a youth librarian assistant. And I would often go to, different schools and doing this. So I do have permission. I've been vetted by the St. Louis County and St. Louis City. So I've background checked and all that, but I'll be happy to do another one for your school specifically. And I do have plenty of PPE. So I'll be happy to come to your school and do that for you, okay? And my job makes concessions for me to be able to do that as well. So don't worry about that. I will be happy to do that. Love, love, love it. Hi there, Miss Amy. Thank you so much, Miss Nicole, Miss Connie. Thank you all very much. Ollie and Miss Jess. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you. Let's see, Jess, Sheldon. Thank you all very much for tuning in today. Miss Madeline Ann, thank you very much. Let's see, who else is up here? Now my computer's freezing. Okay, Miss Connie, Madeline Ann, yes, I said hello to them. Thank you very much, you guys, for tuning in. And please don't forget to tune in and to the Read to Me, Ms Tracey at YouTube channel. And thank you very much. Well, it's about that time. So, make sure you guys give yourself a hug every day. Oh, it's your daily vitamin. It's good for grown-ups and kiddos too, okay? What do you think your arms are that long for, okay? Now, see you later, alligator, in a while, crocodile, give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, mwah, jellyfish, I'll see you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur, Take care, polar bear. Wave goodbye, butterfly. And don't forget to read to your pets, your stuffed animals. Find yourself a really cool place that you can do adventurous thoughts and while you're reading and let your imagination station run wild, right? Awesome sauce. I look forward to reading with you this Sunday at 4 o'clock. And yeah, there you go. Toodaloo. Aha! Thank you, Dr. Amira Kweli. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you.